Hi, and welcome back to our study of Greek. Today we'll be in lesson 13, and we're going to talk about second declension masculine adjectives. Okay, you've learned about the article and the noun. Today we're going to talk about adjectives. So if you have your workbook, open it up please, and we'll get started with vocabulary. Here we have, and you can see in your workbook, 9 adjectives, okay? Second declension adjectives, masculine. First one here is agathos, okay? Agathos means good. Okay, and again, it should be written out, you should pronounce it, and you should be able to know the English meaning off by heart. All right? Here we have agapetos. Agapetos. This is beloved. And hagios means holy. Dikaios means righteous. Eschatos means last. We get our word eschatology from eschatos. Heteros means other. Kakos means bad or evil. Kalos means good or beautiful, and protos means first. Okay? Remember to keep up with your vocabulary, put them on 3x5 cards, whatever it takes. You can probably see already how important that is. Okay, we're going to focus on agathos here as we learn about adjectives and how they function. First of all, in your chart, you'll notice that I've put the article and the noun together here and inserted the adjective throughout. And I want you to note that the endings are identical with the noun, aren't they? Okay? So if you've memorized logos, logu, logo, logon, through the various cases, singular and plural, you'll have no problem with agathos. Logos is a noun. Agathos is an adjective. Adjectives, what? They agree with the noun they modify in their gender, number, and case. All right? So, again, if you know logos and your article, you should have no problem understanding or memorizing the declension of agathos and masculine and second declension nouns as they go throughout the various cases, singular and plural. Okay? Now, using them in the sentence, there's 3 ways. First of all, they can be used attributively, and we translate the attributive use as the good words. I'll explain about what the attributive use looks like in Greek in just a moment. But they can also be used, that is, adjectives can also be used in a predicate way. And we would translate that as the words are good. Okay? And then there is the substantival use. We use the adjective just like a noun. Here we have an article and an adjective, but no noun to modify. We just translate this as the righteous person. Okay? Knows God. More about that in a minute. And remember, again, that an adjective agrees with the noun it modifies in gender, number, and case. Very important. Okay, let's talk about that first use, the attributive use, when the article is present. Okay? This discussion right now is focusing on when the article is present. How do we know we have attributive use? Okay? Well, here's 3 constructions. First of all, we have hoi, agathoi, logoi. Second of all, we have hoi, logoi, hoi, agathoi. And third, we have logoi, hoi, agathoi. This is first, second, and third attributive position. And what I want you to note is the placement of the article. In every case, the article modifies the adjective. Okay? Wherever the adjective is, it's being modified by an article. Now, sometimes the noun has the article, and sometimes it doesn't. But the important point is, when you have an article, adjective, noun construction, if the article is modifying the adjective, this whole construction is attributive and should be translated as, in this case, with these nouns and adjectives, the good words. Okay? The good words. So this construction is translated the good words. This construction is translated the good words. And this construction is translated the good words. Okay? Because all 3 of them are attributive constructions. Each one of them is. Okay, predicate use. Here we have 2 examples of the predicate use of the adjective. But notice in each case, the adjective does not have an article with it, does it? The noun has the article, but the adjective does not. So therefore it's predicate, and this should be translated not as the good words, but as the words are good. The words are good. Okay? That's the difference between attributive and predicate translations. Okay? Now, what do you do when you don't have the article? How can you tell? Well, in point of fact, you really can't tell. You just have to look at the context to see which is intended. So there is a first attributed position without the article, and a first predicate position without the article. And of course, they're identical. The only way I would know whether this construction here is attributive or predicate is the emphasis in the context, okay? And we'll practice more of that as we do more translation in the future. So also with the fourth attributive and the second predicate position, okay? Logoi agathoi and logoi agathoi, that could be either attributive or predicate. Context would have to help us understand which is being intended, okay? Using adjectives in sentences, the substantival use, adjective like a noun. Here's an example. Ha agathos. There is no logos there. There's no noun for it to modify, is there? So the article in front of it makes it function just like a noun, just as if it were a substantive, a noun. So this is the good man sees the righteous Lord. Notice here that Lord is the direct object of the verb, so it's in the accusative case. And it's singular and it's masculine. Therefore, an adjective that modifies it must be what? Accusative, singular, masculine. And the article that modifies it must be accusative, masculine, singular. Okay? And notice that this is the attributive construction. The article is with the adjective. Okay? So even if it was with the noun, it wouldn't matter. As long as it's with the adjective, it's attributive. If the article wasn't here and was with the noun, then we'd have a predicate construction. Okay, let's try another one here. The good men, let's say, because it's masculine, nominative plural. The good men, and with the article in front of it, makes it function just like a noun. So this could be the subject of this verb from pistuo, third person plural, present active indicative. They believe, and here it would be the good men believe. Eis ton hagion theon. Well, here we have eis plus the accusative case, don't we? And since this adjective modifies theon, it must be in the accusative case, masculine singular, and so the article. So this is the good people believe in the holy God. Okay? All right, let's do some practice. I'll go through this quickly. You can watch it many times and perfect your translation ability. Do you see a verb? There's one there, third person plural, present active indicative, and I have a question mark for punctuation. So this would be, are they casting the first stones, dia plus the accusative, because of enemies? Okay, ekthros, the accusative plural is ekthrous. So again, are they casting the first stones? Notice the attributive construction, article, adjective, noun. Because of, dia, enemies, dia plus the accusative. Here we have a verb, eimi, first person singular. I am a good servant of God. Okay? Notice that good is modifying diakonos. There is no article, but the attributive sense, good servant, makes sense. And notice also that it's in the nominative, isn't it? Okay, because eimi takes the nominative to complete its meaning. I am a good servant of God. Okay, is there a verb here? If you said right here, you're correct. Third person singular, present active indicative from eimi. This is. Here we have the last didaskalos, the last teacher. Notice the attributive construction, article, adjective, noun. The good teacher is in the temple of God. Note that N takes the dative, doesn't it? Okay? In the temple of God. Some more practice. Where's our verb here? If you said right here, you're correct. This is third person plural, present active indicative from egero. They are raising what? Stauron ton heteron. Okay, we got a noun, stauros, which means cross, article, adjective. Notice the article is modifying the adjective, so this is attributive position and should be translated as they are raising the other cross. Okay? Where's our verb here? If you said here, you're correct. This is first person plural, present, what? Middle passive indicative from sozo. Middle passives we'll translate as passives. right now, which is even further confirmed by the use of hupa, you'll see. So this is we are being saved, hupa plus the genitive, tu lagu, by the word, and now we have a genitive modifier, tu kalu, tu tha'u. That's second attributed position, isn't it? Article adjective, article noun. So this should be translated, we are being saved by the word of the good God. Okay? Here we have, let's see, there's our verb, ends in a period. This is peripateo, third person plural, present active indicative from peripateo. They are walking. Here we have the article with the adjective to make it act like a substantive or a noun. The righteous men, it's plural, isn't it? The righteous men are walking, n plus the dative, in the holy law of God. Okay? Notice that n plus the dative, namo, is from nomos, law, and it's in the dative case, so the adjective modifying it is in the dative case, hagio, and so also the article. Okay? And we have here gnoskete tus agathus with a question mark. Are you, or do you, plural, know the good men, let's say, or possibly angels is another masculine noun. Do you, plural, know the angels? Again, see the question mark? Okay, here's an interesting construction. Where's your verb? Well, there is no verb, is there? Hoi douloi is a masculine plural nominative noun modified by the article, and here we have an adjective that agrees with it in gender number case but has no article. So this must be a predicate construction. The slaves are righteous. Remember, with the predicate construction we have to supply a form of the verb to be. So this is the what? Servants are righteous. Okay? If this were ha doulos dikaios, it would be the servant is righteous. You got to supply a form of the verb to be. Okay, let's have a look here. Where's our verb? Right here, isn't it? Third person plural, present active indicative, asin, and it's from Amy. So this would be the men are the servants, and we have a genitive modifier of God. Oh, look at this. How is this functioning? You're right, it's second attributed position to the'u. So this is, the men are the servants of the holy God. Okay, holy God. And here we have a verb, second person singular, present active indicative from akuo. And we have a question mark at the end, don't we? And we notice also that these three words here, article, adjective, noun, are in the genitive case. This is you are hearing something. Why isn't this in the accusative? Okay, the reason is because akuo can take the accusative but can also take the genitive to complete its meaning. You are hearing the evil angel. Got to turn it into a question. Are you hearing the bad or evil angel? Okay? Some points to remember from this lesson. Memorize the paradigm for the second declension masculine adjective. Should be very easy for you if you know Logos already. Understand the attributed predicate and substantival uses of the adjective, of course. And the way to do that is to complete the exercises in the textbook and check them. Make sure your work is correct. And keep reviewing all vocabulary, as usual. And I'm sure in the translation work now you can understand why the vocab is so important. Hey, when you've done all that, you're ready to move on to the next lesson.